Who should decide what films I can watch in the UK in 2022? Me or you?
If it's a movie about my religious beliefs and the religious beliefs of the community, they should decide.
But I don't have those beliefs.
Okay, well, in that case, you should then at least be known that the movie you're about to watch or you're about to embark on watching is full of historical lies and is actually seen as incitement to hatred.
Lots of films are full of historical lies or historical misrepresentations.
Do you know today there was a gentleman that was found guilty for writing "Burn Old Fella" after Captain Tom died? He was found guilty for that. That's one individual. That's one individual who was found guilty.
Yes, that might be relevant to some conversations, but it's not relevant to this one. So listen, Dilly, you may not have realised this when you rang in, but you're here to tell me that you should decide what films I can watch in the United Kingdom in 2022 because of your beliefs and sensibilities. You must see how ridiculous that is.
Not necessarily, not at all, actually.
Well, let me help you out, okay? If you get to decide what I can watch because of your beliefs and sensibilities, I get to decide what you can watch because of my beliefs and sensibilities. So I'm going to ban you from watching EastEnders.
Not a problem. I wouldn't miss sleep over it.
Yeah, you may have missed the point there, Dilly. I'm going to ban you from watching anything ever, which is kind of what the Taliban do, isn't it?
Well, the states and governments make decisions that they want to.
No. The states and governments haven't made any decisions here. You have.
No, but you've just given the example that I'm going to ban you
and the people protesting have. So you honestly think that you get to decide what I can watch. And you must see how wrong that is, my friend.
No, not at all, James.
Okay, so talk me through why you should get to decide what films I can watch.
Okay, because non-Muslims are going to watch Lady of Heaven.
But they're probably not, to be honest, until you lot started protesting about it. You've probably done more marketing for whoever made this film than the best PR company in the country. But just talk me through why you should decide what I can watch.
So when non-Muslims go and watch Lady of Heaven, or anyone goes and watches this movie, Lady of Heaven, it is filled with historical and religious lies about the faith of Islam. When they watch that movie, they leave. And they will start believing many of those lies, of which the person behind it, Yasser Al-Habib, is seen as an insightful hate preacher.
But unfortunately, mate, Shakespeare in Love is full of historical inaccuracies. JFK is full of historical inaccuracies. Gladiator, I hope this doesn't come as a major shock to you, is not a piece of historically accurate cinema. You've got plenty of Marie Antoinette, 10,000 BC. There are even charts on the internet about the most historically inaccurate movies of all time. So you simply can't have that as a reason for banning this film, unless you would also want to ban, under your own rationale, Dilly, you'd be banning Shakespeare in Love, you'd be banning JFK, you'd be banning Gladiator, U-571, a film about a German submarine that was commandeered by disguised American submariners as they attempted to capture the Enigma cipher machine in the Second World War, Apocalypto in 2006, which is sort of set in a Mayan Amazonian rainforest. You'd have 300, that rather good film about the Spartans that was released in 2006. You'd be banning 10,000 BC, you'd be banning Marie Antoinette, you'd be banning The Last Samurai, starring Tom Cruise, which I grant you there are some grounds for doing that, but they're grounds of taste, mate, not grounds of historical inaccuracy. You'd be banning The Patriot, starring Mel Gibson. Alexander would be on the list as well. Even Braveheart. No one wants to ban Braveheart, mate, but it's about as historically accurate as the film you're describing. I haven't finished yet. Argo, we'd have to get rid of Argo. Pearl Harbor would be toast. And finally, this would really upset my daughters, we'd have to ban Pocahontas as well. Under your rationale, Dilly. Which of those films would you allow me? Which of those films would you allow me to watch? Which of those films would you allow me to watch?
I'll let you watch all of them.
But they're full of historical inaccuracies.
But no one cares about those movies.
I do. I care about all of them.
No, they don't. There's no protest outside. No one cares about those movies.
Oh, I see. It's only if people can be persuaded to protest outside a cinema that a film should be banned.
Yeah, no one cares.
Okay, Dilly.
No one cares about Pearl Harbor.
Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, Dilly, how well do you think this conversation has gone for you?
I don't know, really. It was all subjective to the listener, really.
Yeah, okay, I'm happy with that. It's 11:47.
LBC.